The Micro Uzi is a 3-star SMG that's available from both normal and heavy production. Stage drops from 2-4 onwards, and as a reward for clearing 3-4E, giving you a Micro Uzi at level 50 with 3 dummy links. The Micro Uzi machine pistol comes from the Uzi submachine gun, designed and first produced in the 1950s by Israeli Military Industries and named after its designer, Uzi El-Gal. The Uzi was adopted by the Israel Defense Forces in 1956, using them for rear echelon troops, officers, artillery troops, and tank crews. The Uzi itself has been exported to over 90 countries and saw extensive use from the 1960s to the 1980s. The later Mini and Micro Uzis are smaller versions of the Uzi submachine gun. The Uzi is an open-bolt blowback operated SMG, using a 10 to 50 round detachable box magazine, depending on the cartridge used, and commonly fires either the 45 ACP or 9x19mm parabellum cartridge. The Micro Uzi itself is closed-bolt, fires 1200 rounds per minute, and is effective out to roughly 200 meters. In her base character art drawn by Sky Freedom, Uzi wears a military-esque uniform that is reminiscent of the 1960s IDF woman's uniform. Uzi wears a black hat with a red and gold star badge, a white and yellow collar with a red tie that has a tie clip, an open red camo hoodie, a tight-fitting white and black crop top, short shorts with a belt, arm gloves with cuffs, pouches that flank her left and right, thigh highs, and knee-high lace-up boots. She dual wields her Uzis with bad trigger discipline, and has both of their stocks folded in. In her voice lines voiced by Onishi Saori, who also voices Hisako Arato in Food Wars, Ais Wallenstein in Danmachi, Doppel in Monster Musume, Ai Ninomiya in Amanchu, Muramasu Senju in Eromanga Sensei, Vigne in Gabriel Dropout, Kuro in Restaurant to Another World, Meijiro McQueen in Uma Musume, Sawako Sekiju in Bokuben, Safentite Nikes in Monster Girl Doctor, Maria Momosaka in Osamake, Shikimori in Shikimori-san, Maya in Azir Lane, and Himuro Senna in Blue Archive. Uzi is a bit of a tsundere.
何見てんのよ。照れるからやめなさいよ。別に待ってたわけじゃないんだから。ふん。もっと強くなる余地をわざわざ残してくれたの？そんなの。まあ、ありがとう。別に、あんたのために頑張ったんじゃないんだからね。急にこんなものくれてどうしたの？バカね、撃っちゃうわよ。私、こんなものになんて。まあ、いいわ。あなたのこと嫌いじゃないし、ちょっと面倒見てあげるくらいなら、別に、いいかな。大したことないわよ。それに、士気が悪かったわけでもないし。またじーっと見て。照れるって言ってるでしょ？製造が完了したわよ。あんたバカだから言ってあげないと気づかないでしょ？
Like some SMGs, Uzi's main role is dealing with large mobs of enemies. Her tiles only affect ARs, giving an 18% damage buff, being best placed on tile 4, but it's recommended to be placed on tile 2. At level 10, her first skill, Incendiary Grenade, has Uzi throw a Molotov that deals 6 times damage, 144 at max, in a 1.5 unit radius and ignites enemies, dealing 1 times damage over time every 0.33 seconds for 4 seconds, roughly 288 damage. When fully linked at level 100 and maxed out, base Uzi has 159 HP per link for a total of 795. Consumes 85 ammo and 60 rations, deals 24 damage, has 79 evasion, 11 accuracy, 104 rate of fire, 12 move speed, a 5% crit rate, and 150% damage on crit. Base Uzi is able to equip telescopic sights, hollow sights, red dot sights, NVGs, suppressors, HP ammo, microchips, and exoskeletons. The recommended equipment is a 5-star holosight, 5-star HP ammo, and 5-star light exoskeleton. This gives her plus 23 damage, plus 14 accuracy, plus 20 evasion, but minus 4 rate of fire, and minus 7 armor pen. This brings her stats to 47 damage, 100 rate of fire, 25 accuracy, 99 evasion, and 8 armor pen. This also brings her Molotov damage up to 282 splash, and 564 over time, though this damage can be brought higher if you equip her with a CPU. To fully mod Uzi, she will need 2,600 memfrags and 90 dummy cores, requiring about 14.5 days to gain the memfrags required. Her rarity goes to 4 stars when modded. In her mod art, drawn by the same artist, Uzi's outfit is similar to before, but also different. Her hat is slightly different, but has the same style. She replaced her tie for a nameplate, her massive breasts are now held in by a bikini top and corset, her shorts are now ripped, has a different belt, and now has 2 pouches instead of 4. Her gloves are hand gloves now, she has a belt on her upper left arm, she has a thigh strap for a knife, and her lace-up boots are white and belted. She ditched an Uzi, and now the one she holds has a different stock, foregrip, suppressor, and RDS on top. When fully modded, Uzi's tiles now give a 15% accuracy buff alongside the 18% damage buff for ARs and gains a tile behind Uzi. Uzi's stats increase to 177 HP per link for a total of 885, deals 26 damage, has 83 evasion, and 13 accuracy. Her first skill now deals 6.5 times damage on splash, and the damage over time is now 5 seconds. Her second skill, Burning Chain, now has the Molotov deal an additional 0.8 times damage every 1.5 seconds to burned enemies, and will spread around the burned enemy, causing a new burning area with a 1 unit radius. This effect lasts until the Molotov ends, so about 5 seconds. Burn damage will take effect against enemies in a very small area. This does about 21 damage per 1.5 seconds, reaching a maximum of 3 times for about 63 damage. The special equipment Uzi gains from Mod 3 is the MPL M21. The recommended equipment for Uzi is roughly the same as before, but this time with a heavy exoskeleton. This gives her plus 17 damage, plus 14 accuracy, plus 35 evasion, but minus 4 rate of fire, and minus 7 armor pen. This brings her stats to 43 damage, 100 rate of fire, 27 accuracy, 118 evasion, and 8 armor pen. This also brings her Molotov damage to about 280 on splash, 645 over time, and about 103 with skill 2. The damage can be higher if you give her either a light exoskeleton and or a CPU. Base Uzi is interesting. You get her at a decent level and dummy link early on, as well as having a good tile buff for ARs in her squad. The drawback is her tile layout is terrible, requiring her to be in the back line and replace an AR just for them to be effective. Not to mention that Scorpion, who has a higher base evasion and better tile layout, and Vector, who's all around better, exist, making it so that Uzi isn't the best of choices. Until you mod her, which throws all of that out the window. Her tiles can now buff a T-Dal behind her, only one but oh well, and her incendiary now spreads to other enemies near ones already on fire. She's still an off-tank and is outclassed by Vector in the damage department, but she's better than she was. Her Mod 3 equipment isn't good for her either, as it gives an accuracy buff, so I just recommend getting her to Mod 2. There's also stuff about 13-4E corpse dragging, but that's for sweaty tryhard nerds. Thank you for watching. Please follow my Twitter for updates, and check out my Azure Lane and Arknights videos as well.